sir.
Gentlemen's Guide.
Yes, sir. Test, it's the real deal.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy B Barnes. This is the Gentleman's Guide podcast where we seek to unpack manhood one day at a time. I'm your boy, your host, founder of the Gentleman's Guide platform. Got my boy here back with me again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening, people?
Seti Heath. You know what I'm saying? We back for another, which I believe is going to be a really dope episode.
Bro.
The more we talk, the more excited you get, bro.
I'm excited, bro.
So what we talk about today, bro? Before we get into the hot takes, what's the main
business, man?
Business.
Yeah. Generational wealth.
Yeah.
You know, we touched on it in the first episode this season. We're gonna dive into it deeper, bro. And I got chills, bro. I got chills, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
But I guess we could do the first hot take. I would say, what's the first rap album that you listened to front to back?
Front to back. DMX. It was either Blood of My Blood, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood,
yeah,
or and then there was X. It was one of the two. I can't remember, but it was definitely
DMX.
It was definitely DMX,
okay,
bro.
For me, it was believe it or not, it was Kanye, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Last episode, we kind of went in. We went in.
That was a different Kanye. That's
a different Kanye. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Kanye that we all fell in love with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And believe it or not, I didn't listen. So just to give y'all context out there, all of y'all watching and listening right now, I was telling Massetti, he already knew what I was about to say. It's like, yo, just give you context. I said, growing up in the South, we grew up in the church. Family, everybody mostly Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't listen to rap
not at all.
Up to a little bit later than most people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, everybody talk about College Dropout. Nah, bro, it was champion Kanye for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, College Dropout is obviously those are classics for the right reasons.
Right.
But in terms of nostalgia and memory,
yep,
and when I actually fell in love with at least that era of hip hop at that right. time, that was the Kanye for me.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
See, I was a DMX fan. I was a DMX fan before I was a J. Cole fan.
Right.
So yeah, big. So when Earl Simmons left here, bro, it hurt.
That's tough, man.
Earl Simmons, bro.
Shout out to DMX. Rest in peace, man.
Man, Dark Man X, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of rest in peace to Takeoff.
Takeoff, man.
Man, that's sounds like something. I don't know. Maybe I haven't gotten all the details yet. But it sounds like bro was 28?
28, bro.
Stray bullet.
From reports, it ain't confirmed, but from what witnesses say, it may have been a stray bullet. So
from what I heard, these are the three things I heard. He's 28. He's a rapper, obviously, in the group Migos.
Yeah.
Stray bullet, game of dice.
Yeah.
That's all I hear. I didn't hear like the in between the lines.
Right.
Those are the.
I think Jim Jones said something like real a few years ago, man. He said, rapping is probably the most dangerous job that a black person can do.
Yeah. And why do you think?
I mean, it's just,
what is your opinion on that?
I think it's true. It's definitely it's the environment, bro. You're product of your environment. Once you hit that celebrity status, man, it's hard to let go of that environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think, and then everyone emulates you. Mm-hmm. And then that emulation comes jealousy sometimes. So I'm not sure exactly what the situation was, particularly with Takeoff.
Yeah.
But you just go back down PNB Rock.
Yeah.
And just the slew of other rappers that has been killed. Nipsey,
Pop Smoke.
The
biggest. Pac and Biggie.
Pac and Biggie. So Mo3,
XX.
Yep.
I still can't pronounce, but extension. That's what I always say. But
so Extension.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So all these, they're leaving. So what I've been seeing is, we deserve to grow old as well.
Facts.
Regardless of your occupation. So I mean, rest in peace to. All the individuals that we lost recently. Takeoff.
Condolences, man.
Definitely deepest condolences to his family. And we just praying that we see some type of change.
Yeah, we got to, bro, because I was mentioning this earlier today when I spoke with you, talking about if y'all, I'll probably sub it into I'll sub it into the video, but Joey Badass's BET Hip Hop Awards performance, he was essentially highlighting what we just experienced.
As rappers, we gotta stop perpetuating our own genocide. There's a war going on inside and outside, no man is safe from. How y'all rappers call yourselves real? Turn around, tell these kids to kill each other. You see, the problem is we're y'all biggest ops. I'm done pointing fingers at the judges and the cops.
It's like, and here's another piece. I don't know if you've seen it. It was recently a movie that came out on Paramount Plus called what is it called? I can't remember the name, but basically it's the little girl that was a rapper. Rhapsody was on the soundtrack. Basically, she was her father was like a big rapper, got killed. Yeah, similar fashion. Right, tragic death. Big rapper, and the whole point of the story is being true to yourself, right? Because when you get to when you get around the right people, they're gonna try to mold you and persuade you, and that's literally what was happening to her in the movie. The girl in the movie, she put out a song, and it was literally just talking about things that she really knew nothing about. Right, like you got people that live in the hood, but you got people that's hood and people who ain't hood. Yeah. She was not. She won't live in that life. Yeah. But the industry, the people around her they were encouraging her to emulate or not emulate. Put on depict a certain lifestyle. Yeah. Because that's what a lot of times that's what the industry, specifically in hip hop, that's what they want to promote. Yeah. So I said all that to say the Joey Badass performance highlights, rappers dying, but also he said we got to do better in speaking positivity over our lives and understanding that words have meaning. Right. And also it goes back to our lives matter, bro. It's like, and even Snoop Dogg mentioned this. He was like, bro, he said, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was another interview where Snoop Dogg was talking how his words were powerful. He was like, bro, I remember rapping certain things and they coming true. Yeah. They were coming true. Yeah. Niggas was dying. Yeah. They were coming true. Things were happening that wouldn't have otherwise happened unless you manifest it. Because when things come out of your mouth, bro. Yeah. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But entertainment for who? That's a great point. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point. Because why does the industry want us to perpetuate a certain image? What if it's just an expression of like? I think two things. That product, that no, environment. You're right. I think two things can be true at the same time. But also, what black people going to create, regardless of what conditions we in, right? Yeah. We're going to create an environment. That's what you're saying. But the environment that what you're speaking of in terms of being a product of your environment, who created the environment? You know what I'm saying? It's like a big gaslight to me. It's like a really big gaslight. It's like, let's create this environment where they're broke down, they raggedy, they ain't got no resources, they ain't got no education, and we know they're gonna create something into it because that's what niggas do. They're gonna create something. Yeah. So we're gonna put that combination, these ingredients, and let the black people create stuff. And then when they create it, let's put them on top. Let's prop them up. And then take it away. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then whatever happens because we're going to find another one anyway. Yeah. It's like, and people don't understand the cycle. It's like it's a revolving door. It's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is what we keep seeing. Yeah. And it's sad, but it really is. Because people were like, oh, you just saying they're, everybody wants, like you said, everybody wants to use that argument or that talking point in terms of being a product, which is 100% true. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we got to understand who created the environment too. That's a great point, bro. Wow. I think that's something to just really take into account. It's so, like, and with that, I listen to hip hop, bro. I grew up, after a certain, after I was able to listen to music, so it is something that I'm not gonna say live and die by because I don't live that, but it is something that's part of my everyday life for sure. So with that being said, shout out to my favorite artist J. Cole, man, for just putting that Jermaine Cole, Lamar, Jermaine Lamar Cole. Shout out for people like him that just putting out that positive energy. Rhapsody, of course. Yeah, for sure.
that
Yep.
you know that positivity, that when you say you want to see change and you go out there and make change,
Yep.
you know, those are the artists that are doing it, you know.
Yep.
You know, Drake, and no disrespect to none of the other artists, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big Lil Baby fan, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love what he's doing as a young artist as well.
And don't get Lil Baby confused with Da Baby.
Nah,
two different artists. Two different artists,
yeah,
guys.
Yeah. I'm a Lil Baby man. Yeah. So, you know, and definitely shout out to, you know, I want to see change in the industry, man. I want to see change in our culture. And it's sad the way we're going out, you know. So, you know, I don't know what it is that I can do, but I do want to see a lot of individuals, you know, change and a lot of things change within the industry, man. Because, you know, I got a little shorty coming to this world, bro.
Hey, man.
And I don't want, you know, this industry to influence him to something that
Yeah.
I've never, you know, experienced or gone through. You know, I'm not from the streets. You know,
Right.
Do I know the streets? Do I know how to maneuver? Absolutely.
Right.
You know, but that's something that I never had to do. You know, so I'm looking to give him that same lifestyle. You know,
Right.
and I hope that as an up and coming parent, that I'm able to influence him. You know, what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
And not be influenced by what others say and what somebody that you idolize. I don't even like to use idolize. Someone that you admire.
Yeah.
That
I would say I like the word admire too.
Yeah,
because
admire.
idolize. It's
It's
a much stronger.
yeah, for sure. So
To me, it's like it has a like religious undertones,
Yeah,
or
and-
culty undertones. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, you just blindly. I can't blindly follow.
I can't follow
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
I hope that, you know, I pray that I'm able to, you know, be what he needs to distinguish right and wrong.
Yeah.
You know, in this world that we're living in right now.
Facts. And we're gonna get into, you know, raising, well, not specifically raising kids, but really setting your family up.
Yeah.
In terms of business, being business minded.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Before we get there, we know it's October is over and done.
Yes, sir.
Christmas ain't here yet. But we know.
We know. What's
It's
up?
It's Thanksgiving season.
Thanksgiving, bro. What's up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's your ideal plate? What is your ideal
So
plate for
crazy
for
enough,
Thanksgiving?
bro. I cooked. I've been frying turkey lately.
I have not done it yet.
I've been frying turkey lately. So I don't eat turkey, bro. I eat it, but it ain't the first.
What? Huh?
It ain't the first thing that I eat.
So you eat turkey legs at the fair?
Every once in a while. Like, I didn't eat it this past time. At this past fair, I didn't eat it.
Oh, I go to the fair. I gotta get a turkey leg.
So look,
I gotta get a turkey leg at the fair.
you know what I replaced turkey with?
What?
Brisket.
I mean, that's not a bad. That's a
replace-
good replacement.
I'm heavy on brisket.
Okay.
Heavy on ham. Heavy on mac and cheese. I gotta have rice and gravy.
Greens.
Absolutely.
You said
Collard greens or mustard greens. It don't
Cornbread?
matter. Cornbread. It
don't need
depends.
cornbread?
I do.
Give me a yeast roll. I could take a yeast roll. I love cornbread too, but a good hot yeast roll out the oven, bro.
Yeah, I can see
Some gravy?
My dad big on having bread. My dad is big on it. He's like, he gotta have bread with each.
What do you
meal.
mean, white bread? Like what's
Whatever.
type
It
of
don't
bread?
it don't matter. Pops want cornbread, white bread, roll, something.
You want your corn? Yeah, I want my corn.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, relax, pops.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
But yeah, man. That's my ideal ideal plate, bro.
My ideal plate for Thanksgiving. This is no particular order. I'm just naming stuff that I know I need to see on my plate. At least my first plate.
Yeah.
Gotta have baked mac and cheese.
Yep.
I don't need. Yeah, I would say. I think I get turkey just for the sake of it because it's Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
I gotta
See what I'm talking about?
But I mean, no, is turkey like the best? No, nigga. What's the best bird on the planet? The most delicious bird on the planet?
Chicken.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, people
know.
just be making turkey because it's Thanksgiving. It's not because they love turkey.
Yeah. You ever had a hen?
Cornish hen? Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
for sure.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I had that for. But yeah, I usually have a slice of turkey, just to say I had some turkey on Thanksgiving. But mac and cheese, my mom make this stuffing, and it's cornbread stuffing, like not like the loose stove, like the stove. No, it's like homemade
I don't eat
cornbread.
stuffing.
You don't eat stuffing, bro?
I don't eat stuffing.
What?
Bro, you don't eat stuffing, bro.
I don't eat stuffing.
You never had stuffing at all, or you just don't like it? You had it and you don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't.
Wow.
Or what is it? Cranberry
sauce?
I don't like
I'm not.
that.
I mean, I'm not a cranberry sauce fan either.
Deviled eggs.
Not a deviled egg fan.
I'm not a deviled eggs fan.
I'll take that back. I like the yolk. I like the way the yolk tastes. So when I'm eating potato salad,
I don't eat potato salad.
you don't eat potato salad.
I don't eat potato salad.
So you trying to clown me for not eating collard greens for like 20 years, but this nigga don't eat potato. You don't eat potato salad, but bro, what?
I don't eat potato salad, bro.
Are you serious?
Chicken salad. I kill chicken salad. I do not eat potato salad.
So you go to Smithfield Chicken Barbecue, you never got potato.
I worked at Smithfield Chicken
You
Barbecue.
did.
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah. I never ate. I do not eat potato salad, bro.
All right, so what I say? Mac and cheese, my mom's stuffing, my mom's mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Slice of turkey. Gotta have some type of beef, whether it's like you said, brisket or
Yeah.
somebody might make a rib.
Yep.
Trying to think, some yams. Gotta have some candied yams.
Yeah.
I'm very simple. That's all I need, bro. With a good roll, whether it was probably, like I said, a good yeast roll.
Yeah,
homemade. When I say not the box, but homemade mashed potatoes and gravy. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have that.
Okay.
I don't need no rice. I don't need rice. Rice to me, rice, unless it's like a special type of rice. Like
Bro, I eat rice with anything.
I don't need rice on Thanksgiving, bro.
I can eat rice with anything.
I need stuff that I don't eat all the time. I don't eat mashed potatoes at home all the time. I don't eat turkey all the time. I don't eat mac and cheese. Mac and cheese I make twice a year, or my mom make it once or twice a year.
I might try to grill a turkey this year.
My Uncle Darnell's grilled a turkey before.
I might try to, because I did a whole chicken before.
Yeah.
I might try to grill
Like
it.
the beer can style, or like
bro,
the spatchcock will just
spatchcock.
spatchcock, flatten it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I might do that.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Because I gotta practice before I do it on Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah, you can't look. I think it's understood. What's understood don't really have to be explained. But we all know, ain't no experimenting on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I gotta do it on my own.
Ain't no experiment.
Yeah,
you can't
I take that back.
You can't be doing new recipes.
Yeah, I take that back.
Ooh, I tried.
Yeah.
This new rub on my ribs.
Nah,
you better stick to what you know.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I put some Dijon in my potato salad.
For what?
Why?
For what? So yeah,
And we know what they
yeah. Come on, bro.
They be
come on, bro.
Look, I got a horror story. I have a horror story. I'm not gonna say who was there, but Gab know the story.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on my side of the family, but it was nobody from her family. It was like outsiders coming in that they were invited. And they, if y'all don't know what this means, then y'all,
Bro,
yeah,
we get it, bro.
yeah, just saying, bro, pull up. I go to this table, serving table. I see mashed potatoes. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I stick the spoon in the mashed potatoes. You can tell it wasn't real mashed potatoes, bro.
It was a box.
It was a box. Okay. Now, cool. All right, bet.
That's cool.
Strike
you
one.
You
but
can put milk in it.
Look,
and
you
make
can
it good.
you can doctor up some box mashed
Yes, sir.
potatoes.
Yes, sir. You
okay,
can.
right?
Yep.
We all know this. So, the more you see it moving around, it's like, okay, this ain't the real deal.
Was it loose,
bro? It wasn't. It was very loose.
Oh,
that's for one.
Man,
that's 2 strikes already.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
So
yeah.
Get on the plate. I go to taste it, bro.
Unseasoned,
bro. It was literally water. Not even salted butter. Like, at least put some butter in there.
God,
it was just white flakes. Mixed with water in a bowl, bro. I'm like,
oh, they didn't heat it up.
No. I mean, it was cooked the way you cook it.
Yeah.
According to the instructions on the box. I
don't trust box. Not because it's like,
bro.
But how do you make flakes into mashed potatoes scientifically? How do you do that?
I mean, like I said, you can doctor up a box of mashed potatoes.
You can and I'm not saying I've had.
But you're just saying from a scientific standpoint.
None of them older. None of them
how you
older.
Turn flakes into,
how do you turn flakes into mashed potatoes?
It dissolves, bro. It's just little flakes.
How?
Bro, I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I can't be eating that no more. This, which goes into my the segue.
Well, before you get there,
okay,
just real
finish off.
Let's wrap up the mashed potato thing.
Yeah,
I mean, they were trash. They were horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like homemade mashed potatoes, they're not that hard to make.
Yeah.
They're really not that hard.
Throw a little salt and black pepper and a little butter in there.
Yeah,
Boom.
a little cream or something, or
You even throw some sour cream in it.
Yeah, yes.
So throw some sour cream in it. Boom.
And that's it.
That's it.
Maybe sprinkle a little cheese on top, a little gravy, whatever.
Hey, sauce it up a little bit.
Do what you want to do. You can kind of go multiple ways. But go ahead.
This is a two-part question.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to get you into no trouble. So
ahead.
first part of the question is, what is something that you grew up eating that you can no longer eat anymore? It's because if you've grown up and you know
that I no longer eat, or that I choose not to eat because
that you choose not to eat
because I know
that you
have
choose
more
not to eat,
information?
or you can't eat whatever.
That's a good question, bro. Because I was a very picky eater, so I didn't eat a lot of stuff growing up. That may be a better question for Drew, Gerard, and David.
Okay, all right.
Because I was the lone picky eater in my house.
So one of the was a few of the things that I can no longer eat, that I choose not to eat. Of course, like pig feet and things like that.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Yeah.
I still eat bacon. I know all my vegan and vegetarian people are gonna shun me for saying I eat bacon.
I always say bacon is bacon. It's not meat. It's bacon. It's his own thing.
I feel you. So that's one of the big. That's what I was getting with that. Part two of that question. And again, I want to get you. I want to get you to know.
Bro, shoot.
Is there anything that you or Gab makes that's better than your mom's?
Woo! Now I will say this. I will say this because I've heard it out of her mouth.
Okay.
Out of Gab's mom's mouth.
Okay.
So so Gab is her mom's people. Her mom is Cape Verdean.
Yep.
And Jamaican.
Yep.
Her grandmother was from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And her grandfather's people are from the islands, off the west coast of Africa.
Okay.
Cape Verde Islands. That's where that is. There's a Cape Verdean soup called manchoop or cachupa, depending on where you are. Some families say one, some families say the other. And it's very good. Yeah, I've had her mom's. The first time I ate kale in my life was with cachupa or manchoop.
Yeah.
Now some people put green. It's a difference. You could put collard greens in there.
Yeah.
Kale, any
type of green.
It's one of those soups. Now most cultures across the globe, they have a version of this type of soup. It's like one of those, whatever you got around you, that's what's going to end up in the soup.
Okay.
This is just their version. And Gab made it, I think during the pandemic one time. And I was like, Gab, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, I've heard it out of her mom. She was like, and you know how some older women, they'll give you a compliment without giving you the whole compliment.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're even acknowledging
it means something.
It lets me know that
you did your thing. You did your thing. Yeah.
So Gab, and I'm saying this out loud because I've heard it come out of her mouth. It's like, Gab's mom choop is pretty good.
Hey, shout out to Gab, yo. Shout out to Gab.
Shout out to my mother-in-law, my Kathy.
Miss Kathy.
Yeah.
All love, baby.
So I feel like I have the freedom to say that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it come out of her mouth.
Okay. That was a safe answer.
Exactly.
Safe answer.
That's the real deal.
Exactly. I treaded lightly right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in terms of you talking about cooking?
Yeah.
My mama got the best mac and cheese.
Okay.
And Gab's mom, like I said, they're Jamaican.
Yeah.
And any Caribbean Jamaican people, ackee and saltfish is like the national Jamaican dish.
For sure.
I don't eat fish.
But you eat that.
But I'll eat ackee and saltfish.
I'm with you.
Give me some Johnny cakes. Johnny is like fried biscuits.
Yeah. I'm with you.
That's my joint.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What about you? Mariah? All right, Miss Diane.
Hey,
take a drink.
I will say, and I will say, man, both Mariah and my mom are phenomenal cooks.
Yeah. With that said,
I think Mariah's roast beef is better than my mom's.
Okay.
Better than my mom.
Okay. Roast beef,
bro. slow cooked. It's so that's the only way I can eat it now.
Okay.
That's how I know.
Slow cook.
You put it in the crock pot.
What'd you do? You just eat it like a
over rice.
Over rice. Okay.
Yeah, over rice.
With the veggies and stuff all in the bottom of it.
Ain't no veggies. Bro.
Yeah, you don't.
It ain't no. She don't put.
Oh,
no
that's
veggies.
how she do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she don't put no
bet,
veggies
bet.
in it.
Okay.
Just roast beef, the gravy, over white rice, bro. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I made it the other day.
Okay.
I said Mariah did, and then come.
But any staple like so to me, roast beef in terms of black people in America, roast beef is not like a quote unquote like staple.
Oh, you want to get into
in
that
the household? I'm talking mac and cheese. I'm talking fried chicken.
So I'm
talking.
So honestly,
soul
I
food.
really can't. And this is not me copping out. I really can't.
You can't think of.
I can't. Yeah. Mariah's mac and cheese is bomb. My mom's mac and cheese is bomb. I mean, it's both of them are baked.
Yeah.
From scratch.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I think the only difference between the two is probably Mariah don't cook collard greens as often as my mom. So she's only cooked it a couple times.
Okay.
But our parents, they cook collard greens.
Yeah.
Once a month, freeze it, and they eat collard greens every Sunday for
That's
2 months.
My grandma did that.
Yeah. So
cabbage, all of it.
yeah. So we don't eat it that often.
Same here. Same here.
So yeah, bro.
All right, bro.
You ready to get into this?
We're gonna dive into what you want to call it? Just being business minded,
business savvy, business 101.
I wouldn't even call it 101. I call it 100.
Yeah.
Call it business 100.
Ooh, bro.
Because
I'm excited.
Because I'm not.
I'm excited.
I'm no business subject matter expert.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out just like
a
lot of us are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited for this one, bro.
So that's what we trying to dive into. Just really thinking from a business standpoint. I know we were talking off camera about certain scenarios, about what I'm going through right now. So I guess we can dive into that now.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, but yeah, just to give y'all some context or background. So this is really turning into something that I did not anticipate. And it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So we bought a house in Raleigh back in 2015. Lived in it for a couple years. Moved to her father's house out in Zebulon. Rented our house out in Raleigh for a couple years. Then we kicked the tenants out. Then we said we're going to renovate. So we renovated it. Closed on that renovation loan.
Bro, time out.
What's up?
Bro, why you say you kicked the tenants out? Drew's your tenant.
Kicked them out. Bro, I kicked them out.
Bro.
I mean, obviously.
Hey, Drew, I got your back, bro. I got your back, Drew.
Bro, when I say kick out, I mean we didn't renew the lease. I was just being funny. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we did renew the lease.
Yeah.
We treated them right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were good. I think we were good landlords. I don't know. So yeah, didn't renew the lease, and who was like, hey, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to move back to Raleigh? If so, we about to have a third kid. We need to renovate.
Right.
Figured out what we want to do with the house. We added a bathroom, added a fourth bedroom, but we use it as an office. Total overhaul. We opened up, knocked the wall down. It's an open concept. Very, very HD TV, and I don't mean that in like a braggadocious way, but like we got a lot of ideas from just watching TV, watching HD TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we finally got the renovation done. Moved back to Raleigh back in March of this year. And now it was like, we just got here. We're enjoying the house. We're enjoying being back in Raleigh. But we realized like,
let's get this money.
Well, it ain't even about that. It wasn't coming from the money concept or the money perspective, which we're going to get to that, the whole mindset part.
Bro, I'm excited, bro.
Right.
I got chilled.
We were looking at, long term.
Yeah.
We knew this wasn't the house for us, even though we just put a nice amount of money into it.
Yeah.
But, we still got equity in it. It's in a great location. It's 5-minute drive to downtown Raleigh. We know that it's going to be a nice little nest egg.
Yeah.
If we had the opportunity to keep it, we're going to keep it as long as possible. So we've been looking at houses. Put in the offer in a house in North Durham. That's the one house I sent you.
Yep.
That y'all know you liked it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
You good?
Good. And put in the offer, didn't get accepted. So it was like, all right, back to the drawing board. And we weren't even pressed. It was really more so about we're trying to consolidate resources. So the ideal situation would be there'd be a in-law suite for her mom to move into.
Right.
Her mom would rent out her house, right? Consolidate resources. We get a somewhat bigger house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, her mom is happy in her own space, but she owns her own land out in Zebulon. She can do what she wants to do with that. So that was the initial push behind trying to find another house.
Yep.
We weren't, like I said, we weren't pressed. It was like, if we find a house with an extra space, even if it's not finished, or even if it has the good bones, we would probably take a chance on it. So just to backtrack a little bit, when we lived in her dad's house for the last couple of years, this house that we just put an offer on is literally in the same neighborhood.
All right.
Drove past it every day.
Yeah.
I remember when they were doing work on the house.
Yeah.
They were, had a new paint job on the outside, cut down some trees. I was like, oh, that's a beautiful yard.
That's gonna be a nice
and
house.
It's crazy because it's like you just drive past stuff every day. Not even
subconsciously.
No. It's like you.
No, I'm saying subconsciously, it's in the back of your mind.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, that's a nice house.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that. I remember the house.
Sure.
Because it was one of the nicest houses in the neighborhood in terms of like curb appeal, all that.
Yeah.
Gap sends me the listing. Well, on Zillow it'll say coming soon.
Yeah.
October 28th.
Right.
Gap sent it to me. I was like, we gotta go see it because we know where it is.
Right.
We know the neighbors. And put in an offer on. It actually came on the market earlier than we anticipated. So we put in an offer Thursday afternoon.
Yep.
Offer got accepted Friday.
Right.
Friday, the same, literally 24 hours later.
All right.
So that's where we are now. So y'all like, what we gonna do with the house in Raleigh? Well,
that's what
we were able financially, based on what our mortgage guy and our financial advisor was telling us. Y'all can keep the house. Y'all don't have to sell it.
We gonna get into that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
So now we trying to figure out long-term rental, or short-term rental. Short-term as in Airbnb, Verbo, apartments.com, or long-term year or two or whatever. Go ahead.
So now that we got the background, let's talk about the business part of it. And this,
For sure.
hey, Jameson, you logging in? This is what this is what we gonna get into.
Yeah.
Then we gonna fast forward and switch gears, and then we gonna talk about specifically this.
Well, before you dive
scenarios.
Before you dive in, what I did was, with encouragement from multiple people, not just you.
Yeah.
Got another friend who has properties in the Raleigh area. He's like, yeah, you should get a LLC.
Yeah.
So I got an LLC, got my EIN number, and that's the first step. The second step is to get an actual business bank account. But go ahead. I just wanted to mention that. So
from the beginning,
right?
Let's talk about even starting a business,
which was not my original intention. But good. Yeah.
Jameson, what's happening, bro?
Bro.
So we gonna start from the beginning. You heard the snippet where we was at, right?
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning, and when it comes to Jameson, for a lot of people that
we got to plug him. Let's go.
Yes, for a lot of people that don't know, Robert Jameson Collection. This is the owner. A lot of custom suits, any custom suits that you're looking for.
Man, got the baddest suits, boy.
Yes, sir.
Stay clean.
My two suits from my wedding. One for my 30th birthday, and another one for an event I went to. He's done 4 suits for me so far, man. This is who he is. So business savvy guy, person that I run ideas through all the time. With is someone him, now. Mm-hmm. That same conversations that I'm having with you, Jameson, I'm now having with Brandon. So that's where we at. That's why I wanted to have you join in. So boom. Jameson, for you, when you started your business, how difficult was it for you to start your business? And this is, and we're gonna tie all this conversation back into where we at with Brandon specifically. But when you started your business from scratch, how difficult was that for you?
It was tough. It was tough mainly because I didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
Like, I never started a business before, so I'm figuring out like, where do I start? What do I have to do? Thankfully, my mom had her own business where she could kind of tell me, hey, you got to go through Secretary of State. Mm-hmm. You got to file LLC, pay money, register everything. But at the same time, it's like I had to fill out the paperwork.
Yep.
The initial time that I filled out the paperwork, the joint got rejected.
Yeah.
'Cause I mentioned on the paperwork. So it's like, you know, starting my business was difficult because I came in blindsided, like not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Full, you know, Google was my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Google was my best friend, and also talking to other people that started their business to kind of figure out, hey, what documents did you have to fill out? Like, what did you have to send in? Like, did they ask for X, Y, Z? So I would say difficult, but at the same time, it was a good learning process as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that, bro. So glad you said that. So me and Brandon was having this conversation this week. Brandon, and I ain't gonna put him out there like that.
No. Let's let it go. Let it go.
You know, me and Brandon was talking, and it's based off the scenario he was just given. You know, he's in this process of getting a second home, so he's thinking about he is gonna rent out his current home as he moves into that. So I was like, hey, bro, go ahead and get an LLC started. You know, that's what I did for the property I have in Rocky Mount.
Right.
So he's like, okay, boom, I'm gonna get an LLC. He went to LegalZoom. He went to LegalZoom.
Over the head.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I ain't know no better, bro.
I ain't
know no
he was
better.
excited. He was excited. So he sent me the screenshot. I said, yeah, bro, I got the LLC. I was like, yo, that's what's up, bro. Like, that's what's up. But I looked at the screenshot. I said, hold up, bro. How much did you pay for that? So he told me the price. Immediately, I got pissed. Immediately. And this goes back into, like, you know, conversations that, you know, doesn't happen in the black community.
Yeah. Right. And also a lot of times when you need help,
you don't
reach out to your resources. Yeah.
Yes.
Resources.
So for you utilize your resources because your mom did it. But you know, when he told me what he paid, I immediately got pissed. I'm like, bro, you know, you could have saved, even though it wasn't a ton of money.
It was the number that I would have saved was like 80 some. It was 80 some odd dollars, which is, you know,
it's not gonna hurt you,
right? But it's 80. It's $80.
Simple fact that you spent $80 more on a business.
Yeah.
QP said he did the same thing.
Yeah.
So the simple fact that you spent $80 more on a business that you're doing from start, and that $80 could have went towards something else. That could have went towards your when you start a business bank account, you got to put some money towards that. So now you got to pay $80 more than you would have saved.
Yeah.
Towards that.
You right.
So. I'm pissed at him.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, hold up, bro. Don't spend no more extra money. Don't spend. So then what happened with your EIN number?
I thought I was on the right website.
Listen to this. I
don't even remember the website. It had IRS in it. You know what I'm saying? It had IRS in it, but it wasn't irs.gov. So I was like, hold on. When I know I wasn't supposed to pay for it because I knew for a fact that you didn't have to pay to get the EIN number. So I'm like, no, this ain't right.
So
when you sent me the job, I was like, okay, bet.
When he hit me, I was like, bro, like, nah, bro, don't pay no more extra money because they asked him to put his credit card.
No, when I saw that, I was like, nah, I ain't about to.
But they didn't ask you for your credit card
when
you on that
EIN?
website. No, yeah, when you was going through that website, they was gonna have you pay, right?
Yeah, at the end when I got
exactly
you answer, you go through answer all the questions
ask you for your credit card.
Yeah, and I said, and that's what I was like, oh, this ain't right. I knew this ain't the right website. I thought it was, but it wasn't. You know, what I'm
saying? That goes, and this is why I get so excited, bro. You know, I get excited about talking about business like this because we're living in a place where, and we said this on a different episode. We're living in we're reversing a lot of things that happened before us. So we're changing the narrative.
Yeah, especially for our kids. Yeah.
For the next generation.
Right.
We may see we may benefit from this in our generation. We may not.
But it's going to be exponential
in the next generation.
Right.
So Jameson, I know, you Maverick is coming. You got 3. I got 1. So we're amongst us.
Oh, you got 1 on the way, James? Right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, congrats, bro.
Yes, sir. Next month, man.
That's what's up.
Oh, no, this month. My bad. This month.
That's what's up, man.
Time right now.
Yeah. So we talking about 5 black boys right now that their parents are setting up a generation for them to succeed.
Yeah. And let's be real. Use your resources, but the mistakes that you make and that I make, our kids ain't gonna have to make. That's the beauty of it.
Make that.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
but the one good thing about it is though is like even though you go through the process, like you make mistakes and stuff like that, trying to figure out the EIN junk. You get
Yep.
for $80. You know now the right ways or the right websites to go to. So now you can share that web to give to somebody else.
Right.
To somebody else, bro. So
Sometimes like the mess ups can be
a
good.
blessing for others.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
I 100% agree, bro. 100% agree. And I think, within our community, specifically, we have to do a better job of asking for help, asking for guidance, asking for, advice. And I don't know it all. You don't know it all. Jameson, you don't know it all.
That's the first conclusion you have to come to.
You have to come
don't know it all. Yeah.
But if the three of us come together about one question, I'm guarantee you either one, we're going to figure it out together, or two, we know somebody that can put us in a position that can help us figure it out.
Facts.
Somebody in our
So
network.
So when networking becomes so
Important.
important and impactful for you.
Yeah.
You're not out here. Yeah, you meet a lot of people, boom, boom, boom. But what's the point of knowing those individuals if you can't be a benefit to them and they can't be a benefit to you, and y'all can benefit together?
What's the number one thing you hear when people talk about their experience in certain organizations, right? Whether it's a college, whether it's the military, whether it's a fraternity or sorority or a workplace, the people that they meet.
Yes.
It's not so much about what you were doing there or how you got there.
It's who you know.
It's who you know. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
And it sounds so cliche, and we heard it a billion times, right?
Yeah.
But it's so true, bro.
So
it really
bro,
is.
So
But the comment based off of that, I'm gonna take it a step further.
Go ahead.
It ain't what you know, it ain't who you know, it's who know you.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Drop a bomb for that one, baby.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's big right there, James.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, that networking piece, man, we got to have it.
Yeah,
man.
we got to have it, man. And you ain't out here, and again, you ain't out here trying to gain nothing from nobody. Like, if you genuine, if you just be yourself, and that's, I guarantee you'll get a whole lot. The thing is, a lot of people have ulterior motives behind what they're trying to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have these ulterior motives, man, and then what? And you're not gonna prosper because people can smell that out. They can smell that out of anywhere, man.
Yeah.
Your energy off, bro. Nah, I ain't trying to help you. Your energy off. But
Just gotta be genuine, man. Be genuine and be real.
be genuine and be real, man. And then with that genuineness and realness, when you see that as somebody trying to get guidance, be willing to share that information.
Yeah, you're not supposed to hoard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you gotta. It's the gift that keeps on giving, man.
I'm gonna give you everything.
Yeah.
If I see a brother that's come to me genuine, like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, whatever you need, and I do this with everything. That's why I get so excited when it comes to business, bro.
Yeah.
James, I was in here. We was in here talking, bro. I got chills talking about this earlier, right before we got on.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I was getting chills, bro. And we gonna get into the
nitty-gritty,
what is it? What they call it?
Nitty-gritty.
The beef and potatoes of this conversation. Because he was just telling me scenarios. I'm like, bro, you can do this and do this and do this, and he hadn't even thought about it yet. And I'm like, bro, like.
It really brings up a point that I wanted to make is I think most of us are products of our environment. I don't mean so much the neighborhoods that we grew up in, but the programming that goes on in terms of what are we told to do? Go to school, get good grades, right?
Get a job. Whether
you go to college or you get a trade.
Yep.
Some type of trade. You work until you retire, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Nowhere in between those instructions, people are being taught or really getting it from the educational system. Being
how to be generational.
how to be I guess what I'm talking about is just being entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being entrepreneurial. How to generate income while you're sleeping.
Yep.
Multiple streams of income. Like, we are not taught these things unless we have somebody close to us who's mentoring us, who's guiding us in that direction. But if both your parents did work 9 to 5s, guess what? Most likely you gonna do?
Yeah.
Work 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So when Mr. Jameson was talking about, when I messed up and I did this, who did he go to?
His mom.
You know what I'm saying? He had somebody close to him.
Yeah.
He was fortunate, but most of us don't. You know what I'm saying? Now the good thing is we got Google. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's really
Yeah.
the point I wanted to make is just like just having that mindset. It really it can change. It changes people's lives.
So
bro.
look,
Yeah.
so we gonna get into like the nitty gritty of what we was just talking about
sure.
earlier off screen, bro. So boom, based upon the situation that Brandon is in, he bought a house 2015.
Yeah.
Looking to buy a second house, got approved for it. They under contract now.
Yep.
What they plan on doing, renting their first crib out,
Right.
and boom, which is why he got the LLC.
Yeah.
And moving into the second home, moving his mom and mother-in-law,
Right.
moving his mother-in-law into their bigger house that they're under contract with. They're gonna do some renovations in it. But she owns a house,
So she gonna rent her.
so she gonna rent hers out.
Yeah.
When I heard this, bro, I lost it. I lost it. I said, bro, you know how good of a situation you're in right now?
Facts.
I said, create that LLC. So your first property
Check.
is gonna go through the LLC.
Check.
That's off gate. Whether you Airbnb it or long-term rental, just gonna go through the LLC. I said, with your mother-in-law moving in with you, funnel that second property that she's living in, that she owns that, funnel that through your LLC.
Right.
Rent that, have the rent come to that LLC. And scenario wise, let's say the mortgage is $1,000. You charge $1,500 for that property rent. Since you're funneling her property through your LLC, which is quote unquote a property management group,
Right.
you're now managing that property. So what you would do is take a fee, a profit, not a profit, take a fee for managing that property.
Right. Every month.
Pay her some profit from that. Pay the mother-in-law profit from that. So on paper, it looks like you're managing. It is not looks like you are managing two
Right.
properties.
Right.
You're managing two properties.
And that looks better to
It's better on property.
it looks
That
better.
makes that on paper for banks.
right. So you can get more capital to
Here's
go out and get more.
it gets
assets.
deeper, Jameson. This is when it got chills right here, bro. I swear. They got a third property. His wife's father passed away. You know, rest in peace to
Rest
him.
in peace, Papa John.
He passed away, and so the estate to that is left in his wife and her siblings' name.
Right.
They have a choice. They can sell it, right?
Yeah. Or one of the siblings could make a choice to buy it.
Or one of the siblings can buy it.
Yeah. To close the estate and all that.
So if they choose to buy it, how would you do that? Break that down break that scenario down.
If let's say Gab wanted to buy,
Okay.
right? Let's say Gab wanted to buy, they agree to a nice even number, whatever. Gab, whoever chooses to buy the house, you're buying into the equity long term.
Yep.
So the other two siblings, or in any case, you split it evenly between the remaining siblings.
Right.
The ones that didn't choose to buy the house. The profit in terms of
Absolutely.
close their estate, pay off whatever needs to be paid off, and then the remaining siblings get their piece while you buy into the equity long term, and you can choose to do whatever you want to do with it.
Absolutely.
That would be the scenario. Yeah.
So essentially,
So say say the house 200,000, you basically got to pay 100 to one brother, 100 to the sister, or something like that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
so essentially that is a potential third property.
Right.
That is potentially a third property that you could utilize up under your LLC.
Yeah.
When he told me this, bro,
That man,
I lost it.
because I wasn't even thinking
He
like
hadn't even, and there's no, and again, let me say this: it was no shade on him, and I don't want to make it seem, I don't want to make it seem like I'm belittling him or but but when you break stuff down, that's why I love having these conversations with people.
you have to,
because you never really think about it in that fashion. So even if you let's just say you sell to one of the siblings, Gabba still get a
let's say her sister bought the house.
Yeah.
Gab will get a piece of the profit, and her brother will get a piece of the profit.
put that money into the LLC.
We could do whatever we want to do, but yes.
So put it into the and
Right.
for a tax purpose, it can look at as a owner's investment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So
Or why not they buy the house, y'all buy the house, and since you're already building your credit and everything else from the other 2 houses that you got up under your LLC,
Mm-hmm.
find a nice bank that may finance that purchase up under your LLC, which will look good long term. And then boom, you got the house up under your LLC. Or
you drop some game, man.
or take it and I mean, you can even use if you want to moms can do it or if you got enough equity in your house,
Mm-hmm.
take that equity, buy the other crib, pay them out, and then boom, you own the house that way as well. So then everything that you get that's coming in per month, for if you go rent it out, Airbnb it, if you go turn it an office complex, you just basically just paying yourself back.
yeah,
It's a multitude of scenarios,
bruh.
that could take place, and that's a good thing.
I
have an option. So
I lost, bro. Before, I wish we would have saved that for this conversation. But I'm just as excited for this, man. The multitude of options that you have, bro, is really in the palm of your hand, man. And I asked Jameson to hop on, man, and talk business, man, and so you can hear not only you, but the audience, the people that we're gonna put this out to, man. Just have them know that there are options when it comes to generating wealth, when it comes to, getting away from that 9 to 5, when it's time to like really make a legacy, we have options. And something that we've never really had before.
Right.
Ain't
nothing wrong with 9 to 5 because it's just another
absolutely
egg basket.
Absolutely.
That's all.
And even I still work. I have 2 successful businesses off the ground, got a business, but they're not generating where I can walk away from the 9 to 5. Right. But even still, I probably would still work a 9 to 5 until I can double what I'm making at my
right.
Yeah.
Somebody said, let's see, DB Hill said, is that NC banks will finance a property only loan. I've heard in red mixed messages, so I'm not sure. Can Jameson see that?
Yeah.
In North Carolina, will banks finance a property only loan?
When you mean property only, what do you mean? Like land only, property only? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not that well versed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not.
I need some of my real estate friends to hop on, man.
Yeah, we could definitely have a deeper conversation. We could probably bring
like just property purchase, no intent to build. I'm not sure about that one, brother. I'm not sure about that one, but like I said, man, we don't know it all, man. We don't mind asking. We don't mind finding out. I can send this to, I can send that question to a couple of my realtor friends. You got a realtor. Jameson got a realtor. We can definitely find out for you, man. And, we'll definitely, try to get back to you definitely and give you a firm, stern answer on that, man. I don't have the answer to it.
As from what I've heard, I believe I've heard that you can.
Hey, Dev, hop on. See if you got the answer, bro. Hop on for me. I'll let you in. I'm sorry, Jameson. Go ahead.
I have heard. I read a little bit that you can have a loan just for a property, just for the property with no intent to build. I personally haven't looked too much into it, just because if I'm a buy land, I'm probably go build something on it. But I know there are programs out there from what I've seen and heard that you can finance land.
Okay. 10-4. Yeah, man.
I would like to look into that because that's a term I'm not totally familiar with.
Right.
Yeah. And I think it's up to, I want to say it may be up to think it's up to 20 years that you could finance it for. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This knowledge that we don't know about, man, that wasn't taught to us, man. You know, definitely. Hey, man, I love this, bro.
This reminds me of the y'all seen that video going around, kind of went viral last couple of weeks. It's this dude. He has his graph, and on the bottom is the
fuck around.
And it's the X and Y axis. On the other axis is find out. So it's like the more you fuck around,
we're gonna find out.
You find out.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
I was just like, the more you talk about stuff,
we gonna find out.
The more you search out, the more you gonna find out, bro.
Yes. But even to touch back on what y'all was saying about, the 9 to 5s and stuff like that, because I feel like we are in a generation where like a lot of people are moving away from that 9 to 5.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Betting on themselves.
Yeah.
And some people that's like, man, I'm never gonna leave my 9 to 5. You got some people taking that chance. But I think we in a generation where a lot of people are taking more chances.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think it's a generational difference not only because of this reason, but pensions don't exist like they used to.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big big
part
of it.
Because the motivation behind staying somewhere
is a pension
forever and putting up with a lot of BS is the pension.
Yeah.
I know somebody who worked for UPS their whole life. And every time I see him, that's all he talk about. Hey man, I got this pension.
Yes, sir.
I'm chilling, bro.
Yes, sir.
And I literally did not understand what a pension was until like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
Because
something you never learned.
It's something we didn't really.
Yeah.
It's not something that was really put in, like, it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah,
it's like 401k, IRA, but not a pension.
Bro.
It's not something that was really.
Yeah.
I think we tired of getting told no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you work at a job and it's like you can't move up. You get the same opportunities that our counterparts don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta pay my own way, or it could be, you work in a job, but you don't feel like that job is paying you what you really worth.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we find other avenues to kind of, supplement income.
Yeah.
And then start finding them other ways to supplement. This becomes something like, you know what? I can possibly do this full time.
Yep.
But like, even for that, like for me, like I don't love my 9 to 5, but guess what? My 9 to 5, that funds my 5 to 9.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did I say in the previous episode?
Yes, sir.
Didn't I say that in the previous
Yes, sir.
episode?
You got to be able to fund
your passion, man.
Yeah, fund it somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow, man.
Sometimes them that 9 to 5 can come in handy. I still got benefits.
Facts.
Hey, I'm making good money where I could put a little bit to the side.
A little bit to the side, man.
There you go.
And I don't want to make it seem, and Jameson, you made such a good point, bro. Such a good point, man. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Nothing at all. So
ain't no shame in quitting your 9 to 5 and going back.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta, when stuff get tight,
you gotta make a decision.
So something that Brandon said earlier today, and it stuck out, man. We need in our community, man. If I got any entrepreneurs that just joined in, man, hop on and we'd definitely love to talk to you,
chop it up.
Yeah, chop it up to you. But something that Brandon said not too long ago, he said we got to have this conversation more often, and find ways to generate. The key word that he stated was legal.
Yeah.
Legal business income.
Passive
income. Find a way to generate that and pass it on, because if we can be kingpins, if we can be dope boys, if we can be all these other things, those are that's generally raising business, that running business,
a
whole empire.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can
be a CEO of
a CEO. You can be a founder.
Yeah. Right.
So we got to have these conversations so we
it's the mindset, bro.
Change the mindset amongst individuals that may not see a way out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and even if they do see the way out of it, find ways in which they can put the thought process to actually pen and paper and make a blueprint for it.
Yeah, and then that naturally creates opportunities for people coming behind them.
But we gotta also be willing to pull somebody up.
Yeah, right.
With the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of some people are getting killed by that crab in a bucket mentality.
Yep.
Where like, I got this business, like somebody else can have the same business, but like you scared to give them insight, or it's just like we don't pull enough people up with us.
Yeah.
Like share that knowledge and stuff like that, so that they can win and they can succeed too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, imagine like if we got a directory, or each successful entrepreneur pull 2 to 3 people up with them.
Facts.
Like how far that would go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what that network web would look like. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I would love to see more of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. You know, we just had Glow Mother. You can also become a CEO from your 9 to 5. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take a drink to that, man. Take a drink to that. Yo, thank you for that insight, man.
There's multiple paths, multiple ways.
paths. Yeah. Encourage people to move up. Entrepreneurship is not only way nowadays. Nobody wants to work. You're absolutely right, yo.
Yep.
Hey, man, put in that work. And man, it's gonna be sleepless nights. It's gonna be, stress. It's gonna be things not gonna. You may lose some. You're gonna take a loss in the first 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
it's not overnight, man.
And I think that's the world.
The reality we live.
It's like people only see the glory. They don't see what you went through to get there.
Hey, how many sleepless nights? How many long nights you done had, Jameson?
Man,
I know I done came over. It's 6:30, 7 o'clock, man. We don't leave till 9.
Right.
And you say, hey, man, I got another client.
Right.
I got another client.
Even when I was start off with bow ties, like making bow ties and stuff like that. And Via even tell you, bro, like she'll come over to the crib to see me after she get off work. Here cutting bow ties and stuff like that. 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting right back up at 6.
Sheesh.
Like to go get ready for work, or to go hoop in the morning, then come back home. So it's just like, I mean, it's that's just part of the grind, man.
Yeah.
But back to back to what is it, Glow Mover? You could also become
Glow Mover, yeah.
Let's encourage people to work and move up. Yo, I'm 100% with that. Like, there's no reason we should be on our 9 to 5s and be at the same status from when we came in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now.
Sir.
Yep.
I think one of the biggest things, like with work, you gotta learn how to play the game, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think you're totally right. I believe that a lot of people get caught up in imposter syndrome.
You said this before.
Have I?
Yeah.
I say a lot of things.
Yeah, you said that. I remember you saying that.
I think a lot of times people don't. It's like, and I think we all struggle with some level of this, right? Where you get somewhere and for some reason you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm not qualified, or I'm not worthy, or why me? It's like, bro, have the audacity to assert yourself in that space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't, then who will?
Who will? Exactly. Yeah.
Who will, man?
What you got to lose?
Exactly.
Hey, we've been losing all our life, man. There ain't no time to. Hey, for what?
All my life,
I had to fight.
All my life I had to fight.
So why I'm gonna keep doing the same thing? No, absolutely not, man.
Yeah,
absolutely not, man.
And then like to piggyback on it one more time is also like a lot of people getting these jobs and they just want to stay at one place and try to work your way up. Now that can work for some people.
Yeah.
I can speak, like I'm in clinical research.
Same here.
So
hold on, what? We need to talk, man. Where you working? Where you working at, bro?
And I'm at a Zeki farm.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely rap.
Yeah.
But it's like in this industry, it's like you got some people that start at the company. I look back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, they still there doing the same thing, which is fine because if you love it, keep doing what you love. If you feel like you're getting paid enough, then that's
Right.
that's oh shoot, I got DB Hills. I got you. So it's like in our industry to get like that money increase and to those new positions, and we got to hop around.
No, you are totally right.
You got to hop around. It's like you can always go back to that company.
Yep.
But I can go to a company around the corner up the street, and then I can make 15, 20 more. And I can get a little raise or a bonus while I'm there for like the 2 years that I'm there. I can always go back to my old company. Now I got a higher title.
Yep.
Now I got a higher position. So now I can come in as a 1 or a 2, or I go to this other company, be a 2 or a 3. I go back to my old company, then I'm a manager.
There you go.
Like we had to like take chances and look at new ventures as well.
Yes, sir.
It's easy to get complacent, man.
Yeah, for real.
Work with intent. I love that. Work with intent.
A lot of Fortune 500 companies.
I love that.
Yep.
Best Buy days, man. I was working 3 jobs, bro.
Ooh wee.
Yeah, I remember when you was at Best Buy, bro.
Bro, I was about to say, cause you came through that a few times.
Yeah. I remember when you was working at Best Buy, bro.
That was also part of my grind, though. Like, part of my hustle. Like, I worked my full time, I worked my part time, and then I had my business. So I had, my part time money was basically funding my business when I first started at the beginning.
Fire.
Put the work in, man.
Yes, sir, man. I got a lot of individuals logged in, man. Thank y'all for y'all feedback, man. This is Dev, Miss Glow Mother, everybody, man. Thank y'all for y'all input, man. This has been fire.
This is again another dope conversation that's obviously going to continue. Going to have more conversations about being more business minded, being more future. Thinking long term? Yeah, future endeavors. Thinking long term. How to really work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, it's part of our DNA because of what our ancestors went through in terms of going through a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't always have to, like, obviously working hard is part of the fabric of.
We're gonna work.
We're gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Work smarter.
But work smarter too. When you can work smarter, you don't have to always
work
jump through hoops. You can figure out a more linear path to where you want to get to.
I like that. Linear. I like that.
like the language, right?
Yeah. I like that. But like they say in all the business meetings and all the meetings in which I go that I'm in, we need to find a more efficient.
Yeah, you got to work more efficient
and effective.
Yeah, efficient, effective,
and
A to B.
Yes,
the vector.
So. Like I said, man, before, bro, I love having these conversations, man. I'm gonna continue to have these conversations, man. Anybody that want to listen, man, I'm gonna talk. Anybody that want to learn, man, I'm gonna talk, and vice versa. Anybody that want to teach, I'm gonna learn. Anybody that want to talk, I'm gonna listen. So I can pass information that I've learned. To yourself. Ain't
no shame in asking for help, bro.
Ain't none.
There's no shame in asking for help and understanding that you ain't not an expert in all things. I forgot what it's a good quote I want to say, but I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue.
God dang it.
It's something about like a man who knows everything, something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, but
I can't remember it, but it's very profound. And I want to say it, but I can't think of the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you don't know everything. Reach out for help. Use your resources.
Yeah.
Learning is it's a everyday thing. It's not like you reach a certain point and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic.
I want to learn, bro.
Yeah.
I want to learn. Man.
Even if it's not even your original intention. Welcome it. Welcome new things, bro, right?
I wake up in the morning. I'm looking at the ceiling. I'm looking at the ceiling fan go around, and I'm constantly thinking.
Sometimes I'm alone in my room and I stare at the wall,
bro. And that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Bro. Ask Mariah. Mariah sometimes, and again, I don't mean to be like, not listen to her, but like sometimes she'll be talking, and then I like, babe, like, yo, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Like we need, and the crazy story.
Vision. We gotta have the long-term vision.
Crazy story.
Yeah.
Like, this is when I knew. Like, I knew. One day true story, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to the business stuff, I just think and, imagine this. So I'm thinking, I said, Mariah, like, yo, we need to get a property.
You just out of nowhere.
Out of the blues. I said, yo.
Nothing prompted.
Not at all. I think we might have been just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, we need to get a property. She said, what are you talking about, Sadie? Like, I was like, nah, like, before we get married, we need to get a property.
Word.
Because once we get married, like, it's you and I.
Right.
But separately, it's you and it's me.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to do this before we get married. We had this conversation in like July. July.
Yeah.
She trusted me. She was like, I broke it down to her. I was like, this is how we're going to do it. This is what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
She trusted me. She was like, all right, let's do it. I trust you.
Yeah.
Didn't ask no questions behind it. Like, yo, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
We closed on that crib 20 days before we got married.
Fire.
That's
For the sole purpose of being an investment property.
Being an investment property.
Yeah.
So, like.
So whether you do it like what you did, or whether you kind of fall into it like I'm doing, like, hey, I see an opportunity.
Get it.
Be an opportunist, man.
Take advantage of opportunities.
That's gonna be the name of the episode. Be an opportunist.
Be an opportunist.
Be an opportunist, because a lot of times people look at being an opportunist and has a negative connotation, because it seems
you're taking advantage.
You're taking advantage of people,
in a negative way.
or you're only looking out for self. But in essence, I'm really just talking about
opportunities that have come, that have been presented to you,
exactly,
and that has been fell into your lap,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're doing what's best for you and your family based upon those opportunities.
Right.
You'll be a fool not to.
I'm making an informed decision.
If you don't utilize this opportunity, bro, me and you gonna have a different conversation. That's just me holding you accountable.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I say that with all love.
No, I feel you, bro.
Because that's how much I feel about it, and I love it. Bro, I'm happy, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, bro. That means
it,
you
bro.
actually care. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Bro.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
It's a dope episode, man.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Be an opportunist.
Yes.
Take advantage, not of people, but of opportunities.
Opportunities, man.
Yeah.
Love, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Yes, sir.
Gentleman's God, we out.